Hi everyone, welcome back to Improve REVIT tutorials. So sorry for the late posting for the free tutorial because I was busy with completing the tutorial of our cold water and sanitary plumbing services online tutorial. You can find us on teachable.com. Okay, we have 25 sessions of video tutorial available for you to start from beginners to advanced levels. Okay, so don't forget, we won't leave you alone. We will help you and support you with technical details and answering your questions along the journey of your learning. Okay, so let's continue with our free session of tutorial for this week. We're going to look into Naviswork. Okay, we won't share all the functionality of the Naviswork, but we're going to share some basic function and operation of Naviswork for you. Okay, so you can have a glance or basic concept of Naviswork throughout this video tutorial. Okay, so previously we have completed our models here. We have aircon services, architecture, cold water and sanitary, plumbing, and electrical. Okay, let's append it or import it into this Naviswork here, and then we will run a clash analysis and check out the clashes, where's the clashes, and then we're going to generate a clash report. Okay, so let's click on append it. Then you can append your files. Okay, where is it? I'm going to online. Okay, here we go, online free. Then first of all, we're going to import architecture. Let's click on open. And just wait a couple of seconds. So after append, so this will be your Naviswork file. Okay, so basically you can navigate through your files more effectively and faster. Okay, because the graphic used by Naviswork are going to be simplified, not as per detail as your REVIT. Okay, so this is the thing. And then of course, if you before you append, you can actually click on here, option. You can adjust the file reader. Let's say the file readers of REVIT. So make sure you convert all the elements, and then convert element ID. Try find the missing material, and then whether you want to convert all the element properties is up to you. So don't convert the link cat format, okay, because we don't need that. Then convert all the rooms geometry. Make sure you have your rooms assigned. Only you click on here. If you don't need the rooms geometry to be inside this Naviswork, because it will later on generate clashes, so you don't need to tick this. Okay, so make sure it's convert the entire project, and you click OK. Of course, you can also import other type of the files here. Throughout the files reader, you know that Naviswork be able to read all these kind of files. Okay, click finish. Then you will list that down here the clash detective. If you don't click clash detective, so this is basically your files. Okay, you can select this element by element. Okay, then continuously you need to append the rest of the files. Let's say my cold water, sanitary. Just click OK. Then just wait a couple of seconds. So after finish, you can actually see your cold water and sanitary already inside this project here. Okay. Of course, you can hide the elements you want. Hide it. Hide, so you can see all the piping over here. Done. Undo it. Then continue to append your files, electrical, and then subsequently the aircon. Okay, so it's done. You can see the lighting points, socket outlets. Okay, so the next one will be the aircon. Just click on append, the air conditioning services. So basically now the aircon models are loaded also. The aircon model is loaded. Then next, what we can do with this Naviswork. So first of all, I already mentioned the benefits of it is you can navigate it effectively. So save viewpoints. Okay, just leave it. So then you can navigate through the home and then viewpoints here. Then you can enable the sectioning tools. So this is the sectioning tools. If you want it to be in line to the top here, you can line to the top. Then you move your cut sectioning tools below here. You can cut through the section of any section of the 3D view here, like this, or you can cut through the alignment to the front, to the left. Okay, let's say I cut through the section to the left and move like this. Okay, you can cut through the buildings like this. Okay, so we can navigate throughout each of the sections of the drawings. Okay, so that's how easy it can be done. So next one, you can go to the viewpoint. Basically you can pan here, zoom windows. Then you can actually place your human, the third person here. Enable a third person. Then you can actually walk through the project like this. And of course you need to raise up your human. Then you walk through the project by using human. Okay, that's how it can be done. So of course you can enable the collision, enable the gravity. So enable the collision. If you enable collision, then if you go to the wall here, so yes, it's clashing. Okay, so you need to raise it up. It's okay. So enable the, click on this one, third person, click on the walk here, walking like this. So with the collision enabled, you can't walk through, can't crossing the walls, doors. Okay, so unless you click this one, you enable back the collision, then you can go inside the room. Okay, and of course you can look around. It's not a very good example again, so I'm going back to here, then go to the kitchen, try to look around the kitchen like this. Okay, that's how easy. So next one, another function of this one, this Naviswork is actually is not the third person. I'm going to enable it, enable it. So go back to here. Next one is actually the most important thing, is actually the time scheduling. You can create your own timeliner, which is the building, timeliner building of your project, which is when the wall will be going to be constructed, when will be the architecture windows going to be constructed. Okay, so I'm not going to show it here, maybe a few examples, okay, for this next section, but it's not this session or else going to be too long. Okay, so next one I'm going to show, this one is clash detection. You click on this clash detection, then the first thing you need to do is you need to add a test. So test 1, clash test 1. I'm going to check any clashes between the architecture, select everything, with the cold water and sanitary services. Okay, just select. Then we set the rules here. Item at the same layer, item in the same group, item in the same file are going to be excluded. I don't want the item to be at the same file to be detected. So I'm select these two files, then the setting, the tolerance of the clashes. So anything that's lower than 0.01 meter will not be detected, and then if more than 0.01 will be detected. Okay, this is called hard type clashing. Of course, you can adjust the tolerance here. So we run the test, so no clash detected in between these two files. So let's say item in the same file, run again, architecture, select architecture, then select cold water and sanitary, run the test. So no clashes detected. Okay, same. So next one, I'm going to select everything, electrical with the architecture. Before that, I'm going to add a test. Okay, add another test. I'm going to add another test by rename it as architecture versus electrical. Okay, so now I'm going to select this architecture file, select. Then the next one, section B, I'm going to select an electrical file. So the rules is like this. So we run test. So no clash detected. So if you think that no clashes detected, maybe it's not a good news and you need to check back your rules. Okay, so ignore the clashes between the same layers. Okay, we need to include this. Let's say I include everything here. So we select architecture and cold water. Let's say I rename it now. Rename it because this name is quite confusing. Architecture versus cold water. Okay. Then I run the test again. Selecting these two elements, select, and then select this, and run the test. So there are 45 clashes found on this. So these are the clashes. REVIT Autodesk Naviswork will show you where are the clashes. So the first clashes here, I'm going to focus that clashes. Focus on clashes. Clashes number 2, clashes number 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then you go through all the clashes. Then you need to update your model. Either you need to create an opening in the wall to avoid the clashes, or if you understand, you're just going to approve it. Status. If you want to approve it, so either you can select reviewed or already approved. Okay, so these clashes are all approved because you're not going to create all the openings or groove line for all the concealed pipe. Okay, so Naviswork basically detected all the concealed piping and the punch-through piping to the walls. Okay, if you understand this or are okay, then you just approve it. You check through all the clashes and then slowly approve it. So architecture versus the electrical, the rules. Let's say I check it all. Now run the test again. So if no clashes, means it's okay. If there is, then you select this architecture, select this electrical, then you run again. So no clashes means everything is good. That's fine. Next one going to be add another test again. Let's say now is architecture versus aircon system. So you rename it architecture versus aircon. The rules are similar. Then you select architecture, then you select aircon services, then you run the test. So there are 35 clashes found. Then you can go through each of the clashes. You can hide others or dim others. Okay, if you hide others, maybe you can't find your position. If you dim others, so you still can know where are the clashes. Okay, or if you can't find these clashes here, there will be an element ID in this area. So if you go back to Revit, you can actually search for your element ID. Okay, and these are all the clashes. Depends on you. Either you want to resolve or just leave it like this. Okay, so this basic concept of generating the clashes. Next, you can export the clashes into your clash report. Okay, you can go to the report. You can take the content, whatever you want. Then you just write a report. Just write report. Then you save it in your file as one of the class report here, like this. Just save outside here. Then you go back to your file. Then you search your HTML file. So this is basically your class report. So highlight everything here. The number of clash with the picture and element ID. So this is basically the clash report. Okay. So that's all about the basic concept of clash analysis from Naviswork. Okay. So this is the major usage of the Naviswork. Okay, I guess that's all for this session. Thanks for joining.